Hey all, Mr. Thibodeau here. So let's go ahead and jump into our last math of the week. Lesson 14, written practice, 5 through 12 and 16 through 30 even. Okay, so, don't need that. Let's see, we're starting right here. Okay, 15 equals m minus 4. Now this is classic. This is a type of problem that we're going to be seeing over and over again for a long time now, okay? So, first off, we can do our addition facts, or we can do our subtraction facts, or we can do it by dealing with reciprocals, or our inverse. Either way, we get the same result. It's whatever's more comfortable for you. So either you remember your facts, in which you can say that 15 equals m minus 4 is the same as saying 15 equals 4, m equals 15 plus 4. Okay. You can also, you get the same result by adding 4 to both sides. Okay. And what this does is it cancels out here, so we get our m. And then we get 15 plus 4, which gives us 19. Okay. All right, go over to 6. 15 minus m equals 4. Now here it's slightly different. In order to do reciprocals here, it's a much more complicated process because m is the negative one here. And it's easier here to memorize your facts, okay? Your subtraction facts are clutch here because you can just go ahead and flip them. In this case, m is going to equal 11. Okay, these are different problems, right? Same numbers, but m means a different thing in these problems. M is a variable. Okay, it changes based on the equation. The equation is different here. 7. 3 times w equals 36. Okay, now I can use my inverse. Instead of doing 3 times w, I could divide everything by 3, and I get w equals 12. Because the 3 times w cancels out, and the 36 divided by 3 gives me my 12. Okay. 5x plus 5 equals 20. So now here we have multiple steps. So here we have your multiplication, your addition facts, and your subtraction facts, and your division facts. Here's where they break down. Here's where you have to actually know how to use your inverses. Okay. So this is why I've been subtly kind of hinting at it. I need to do multiple steps to solve this problem. So instead of doing plus 5, I'm going to do minus 5 to both sides. Again, that equal sign is a scale. It's a perfect scale. As long as I do something to one side, I have to do it to the other side. And as long as I do it to both sides, this continues to be true. And that's all I care about. Okay. So now I have 5x equals 20 minus 5, 15. Now I can go back to my classics. I can rely on my division facts, my multiplication facts, okay? I can continue to use my inverse. Instead of doing 5 times x, I do divided by 5. Instead of, in this 15, if I divide by 5 here, I have to divide by 5 here. This gives me x equals 3. Okay. Let me move this a little bit better. All right, so 9. X divided by 3 equals 4. All right, here I need to rewrite this in order to solve it. So I can use my division facts to know how to flip it around. I can use my multiplication facts, but let's try and work with our inverses, okay? Instead of x times 3, I'm going to use my reciprocal, x divided by 3 times 3 over x, or 3 over 1 times 3, okay, equals, because I don't actually want it to equal 1, I want it to equal x. 4, now I've times this side by 3, so I have to times this side by 3. I could do it 3 over 1 if that, it's the same, but it's the exact same either way. So this cancels out, giving me x. 4 times 3 is 12, and now I have my answer. Okay. Number 10, x divided by 2 plus 3 equals 12. Again, multiple steps here now. So first, I have to get rid of this extra bit. I don't want to multiply everything by 2 just yet because this complicates things, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So let's go ahead, let's move it over here first. So let's subtract 3 here to get rid of it, but then I have to do the same on this side. Okay, so now I have x divided by 2 equals 12 minus 3, which is 9. Now, I'm surprised they're making you do it where it's not going to equal out evenly. That's a surprise to me. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, well. So now I divide, so x divided by 2 equals 9. So now I have to get rid of this 2. So I'm going to do the opposite. That crosses out, leaving me with x. I have to times by 2 over on this side too, giving me 18. X equals 18. And you can check it too, right? So if I go 18 divided by 2 plus 3 equals 12. 18 divided by 2 is 9, plus 3 equals 12. 12 equals 12. Okay? I can check. So 11, 12, and then 16 through 30, even. 11. 3 over 8 plus 1/3. Okay, so I have to find my common value. Luckily, it's just 8 times 3, so 24. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 8 is 24, so 1 times 8 is what I do. Now I add them together. That gives me 17 over 24. 17 and 24 do not have a common value, do not have a common factor. So I'm done. 12. 1 1/4 minus 3/16. Okay. So first, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to turn this into common. So I'm going to do 1 and 4/16 minus 3/16. That's going to equal 1 1/16. Okay, there's my answer. So now we'll go to 16. The formula for the perimeter of a square is P equals 4S. Okay, and that's for a square, not a rectangle. For a rectangle, it's phi is 2 times length times 2 times width. But since in a square, length and width are the same, you can just do 4. All right, so find 4s when it turns into 4 times 12. That's just going to be 48. For d equals RT, find d when r equals 60. D equals 60 times 4. 6 times 4 is 240. Okay. Write the prime factorization of 990. I did this wrong last time. I just found the factors last time for prime factorization, start with 990 and you break it into primes. So I'll take a 2 out of it, which is a prime number, and that's going to go ahead and actually, let's go ahead. Let's take a 3 out of it. Let's take a 3 out of it because I know that's going to be a little easier for me. Well, 3 goes into 900 300 times, and 3 goes into 90 30 times. Okay, so now I can take another 3 out of it. 3 times 110. Okay, and then I can prime factorization again. 11 times 10, and 2, and then 5. Okay, so now my prime factorization is 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 11. Okay, those are all my prime factors there. Switch over to 22. If 4 is the divisor and 8 is the quotient, what is the dividend? 4 is the divisor, 8 is the quotient. What is that? 4 times 8 is 32. So 4, 8, 32 is x. 24. Compare the absolute value of -5 to the absolute value of -6. Now, if it was just -5 and -6, -5 is better. But it's absolute value, so we're just looking at how many spaces from 0 it is. -5 is only 5 spaces away from 0, -6 is 6, so -6 is greater. Okay, -5 is less than -6, absolute value. For B, oh, we already have it. 26, estimate 8.25 sales tax on 39.89 purchase. Estimate, so they don't want me to do the whole math. So if they want me to estimate, let's go ahead and, so here is a point. Here is a point. So I can go ahead and I could do 8.25, right? That's the percent. I can move this over 2, and I can do 0.0825, and I could times that by 39.89, and I can get my answer. Okay, or what I could do is, I believe, I could, if I'm estimating, I could just do 40, and 8.25%, I could times it by, how do I want to do this? Less than 12, the estimate, I'm trying to figure out how they want to estimate and not just find the actual math. I guess I could times it by 10 by rounding it up and find out that 1/4 of that let's see. If I'm going to go ahead and do it, I guess I'm just going to estimate. They don't want me to just do the actual math. They want me to estimate all the way to 10%. I guess just estimate up to 10%. So rounding up to 10, okay, 0.10. So that would be 4. So $4 off. So $4 off, okay, or $4 extra in tax. Okay, it's going to be somewhere similar to $4 in tax. If you're estimating, that means you're rounding up and down, rounded the way it goes. So really, it's less than 4, okay, because we rounded that 8.25%. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. 28. Find each perimeter. Okay, so 14 plus 9 plus 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 31 inches. And 8 times 2 and 10 times 2. So you can do, so this length here is 3 plus 7 is 10. This length here is 8, 4 plus 4. 16, 20, 36. Last question, 30. Leah wants to carpet a room that is 12 feet wide and 15 feet. Carpeting is sold by the square yard. Find the length and width. Okay. Oh, in yards. Okay, so you have to change it first. Okay. So it's 3 yards, 3 feet to each yard. So that turns into 4, and that turns into 5. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20 yards square. Okay. There you go. That's the work. All right, guys, have a good weekend.